Hello, friends. Can you gather around? Can you gather around the screen for learning together? I've got my treasure chest, of course. Let's take a look inside today. What is in store for today? What do you think the very first thing I'm going to pull out of here is? It's my green cloth because, of course, you see the green behind me and the green of my stole. You can even see the, wrong side, the green of the cloth underneath the pulpit there. Because we are still learning together as disciples of Jesus, we are growing just like the trees. Even though the trees are starting to turn orange, there are lots around here that are still very green. Now, of course, I also have my very good friend joining us with in worship today. Say hello to my friend Harriet the horse. Hello. Last week, Harriet joined us for the first time. What's that? Yeah, I can get it. Yeah, I can get being a little bit nervous. Do you feel less nervous today? Yeah, well, that's good. Yeah, it's always harder the first time we do something, isn't it? Yeah. Now, Harriet is here because we're spending the next little while talking about what it means to be a disciple of Jesus. Does anyone remember what it means to be a disciple? We used a certain word last week. Yeah. That's right. It's a student. It's like a Jesus student. And so because we are learning from Jesus, there's a few things that we can do to help us be students. We couldn't very well have a teacher we never talked to or saw or learned from. And so there's a few things we can do to be more like Jesus. Now, last week, we started our family devotional. Did anyone see that? Harriet did. She was there. And you can find that on our website. And we'll email that out each week, and it's a way to grow together as a family of disciples. Now, I'm wondering if you can think all the way back. How far back? Way back, like to March, which feels like 10 years ago, but it was only however many months that is, 7, 8 months. If you can think all the way back to March, the very last time we were all together in church, we did a special activity together. Yeah, you can go get it. Okay, Harriet's gonna get it out. Oh, she might need a little bit of help. There we go. She's got it right here. Harriet, you're so strong holding that up on your own. Can everyone see what that says? Prayer box, that's right. Because back in Lent, we were learning about how to pray and how to help us pray. And that's actually what we're going to talk about today. One of the things that we can do to be students of Jesus is to pray. Because you know what? Jesus prayed all the time. When he was sad, you know what he did? He went off and he prayed. When he was scared, you know what he did? He went off and he prayed. When he was happy and he wanted to celebrate, you know what he did? He went off and he prayed. Yeah. And so one of the ways that we can do that is we can get to know God better is by praying. And, Ryan, Harriet prays the Lord's nair, not the Lord's prayer. Okay, so anyway, oh, look, you're even getting laughs from in here. Oh, this is good. I like having people in here. Okay, so what's that? Oh, yeah, that's a really good idea. We should talk about that. Harriet reminded me that not everyone knows what it means to pray. If you know what it means to pray, do you think that you or a family member could type it into the chat box? And while we do that, let's see. Oh, you have an idea? Yeah? Oh, Virginia hopes that we're taking these lessons to Nutso. Of course we are. Yeah, what does it mean to pray? I think so. I agree with that, but I'm curious to see what others have to say. Oh, someone said opening our hearts to God, talking to God. Yeah, that's it. You know what Harriet said? Harriet said having a little chin wag with God, and that's kind of an old-fashioned thing, but that means like wagging your chin, chatting to God. So there's lots of ways that we can do that, and there's lots of ways that can help us, because sometimes when we talk to God, it can feel a bit uncomfortable. It can feel a bit weird, especially if we haven't done it in a while, or if we've never done it at all. It can feel uncomfortable. Just like when we meet a new friend and we sit down to talk to them, sometimes until we get to know them a bit better and they get to know us a bit better, talking to them is a bit uncomfortable. Oh, yes, you have an idea? Oh yeah, we'll check out what we had in our prayer boxes in Lent. This is Harriet's favorite one. Yeah, does anyone remember this? This is a prayer jar, and we made them out of these little jars, or whatever jars you had at home. And so one thing we can do is shake it up, and the glitter swirls around, and as it settles, we can begin to breathe and settle ourselves. It's a great way to help us get ready for prayer. And if we're feeling really upset, it's a great way to stay grounded as we can just watch the sparkle settle. Yeah, because that's one thing that I know I do when I need to pray, that's one thing I do is pray when I need to calm myself, when I'm feeling really upset or worked up. And so this can really help with that. The other thing Harriet's got here, do you remember this little thing? It's like a little Ingrid, a little Reverend Ingrid there with my purple stole from Lent. And that's, whoops, oh, careful, don't drop Ingrid. That's to help us remember that we can pray for ourselves. If we're feeling really upset, we can pray for ourselves. And then I won't show you everything, but we've also got this. Yeah, can you help me take that off? There we go. Very good, thanks, Harriet. There we go, we'll put that down. And inside this is just a little scroll that even when we don't know what to pray, Jesus even taught us that we can pray the Lord's Prayer. That's the Our Father prayer. And so even if you don't feel like you have the words, you can read the Our Father prayer to pray. And so all of these things are just little helpers, little reminders to get us chatting with God, because that's one of the simplest ways we can be like Jesus and get to know God better and let God know us better, is to just chat with God. And so as disciples, we talk to God, we pray with God, and we also sing. And so Eve's going to lead us in our disciple song for the next few weeks. Take it away, Eve.
Yeah. You know what I think? I close my eyes and I think it's like we're out of COVID time already. And all the children are here with their parents and sometimes with their friends, sometimes with grandma. Yeah. And you know, in this song, there's one little place where we can remember all of our friends from Sunday church. And that's where it says, people all around us, they look like you and me. So we need to kind of close our eyes for a moment and think about all the kids who would be here on a Sunday. Wow, wouldn't that be great? Yeah, and we can all be disciples of Jesus. Yeah, so Kelly, can you start the song now? Who is a disciple? Look and you will see. People all around us, they look like you and me. When we learn to love and share, care for everyone, we become disciples too. And Jesus' work is done. Jesus, Jesus, teach me how to be a disciple of your love for all the world to see. Jesus, Jesus, teach me how to be a disciple of your love for all the world to see.